sorry, sorry. So whenever you are after writing the media queries, so whenever you are getting the horizontal scroll bars, whenever you are getting the horizontal scroll bars, so then that means so media queries is not compatible for that browsers. Okay, so at the time, so you have to write this one, meta name equal to viewport, name equal to a viewport. So the next one is, so content width is equal to width hyphen device width, width equal to device hyphen width. That means it is automatically takes the device width, it is automatically takes the device screen width. Okay, so then initial scale is 1.0, that means so our zoom width is 100%. So then now you can see two, initial scale is 2.0. Did you observe that one, previous one and this one? So did you observe previous one and this one? So the zoom is increasing, right? Did you observe? So this is the zoom increasing. Okay, now you can see. Okay, so we have to take this one, so 1.0. So that means exact 100% screen size it is taking, 100% screen size it is taking. Just give me a second. It's not shared. Okay, so this is the way we can write it. Okay, clear, right? So if our browser is not supporting, so then we have to write this one. So meta name equal to viewport, name equal to viewport, content equal to, so width equal to device hyphen width. Our device width automatically takes. So then initial scale is 1.0. Okay, if our media queries is not supporting in olden browsers, so at the time we have to write this one. Okay, we have to write so this one. So these are the media queries. Okay, so we have to write this media only. So either min width or max width you can choose, either min width or max width you can choose. Okay, so then now see, so first screen size is 1200, then 992, then 767. Okay, so then, so if you want to still want to showcase the smaller devices different, so then we can write it in 600 pixels also. Okay, so this way we can write it. Clear? So any doubts up to here? So then if not, so we can go to, so basically if we can observe here, we are writing the float left here, we are writing the float left here. Okay, so for suppose, so I'm writing the column width is 25%. So I want to place some space between these borders. So if I can increase the, if I want to place the borders outside of the outside of the borders, so what will happen, what we have to write, so we have to write the margin, right? We have to write the margin either left or right. Left 10 pixel. See, so this is fine. So if you can observe that one, so left one is moving to, left one is moving to, first div is moving to right side. Okay, so then if I can apply the, margin for this one, margin right 10 pixel. So now see, so this another div is going to down, another div is going to down. See, so but I want to see all these four columns in one row only. Okay, So then, so but I don't want to write the float left again. So if you won't use the float left, so all the things are coming one by one. Okay. So then this width and float left creating bit confusion. This this width and float left creating a bit confusion. Okay. So for that one, to avoid those confusions, so we are having the flex concept in the CSS3. Okay, these media queries are implemented in CSS3 only after 2014 only. So we are having the media queries. So before 2014, so if we are opening our applications in the smaller devices, so we are getting the scroll bars. After 2014, after releasing the CSS3, so then only, so we are having these media queries, then we are writing the compatible CSS for different screen sizes. So then recently, so we are writing so more CSS. We are writing the more CSS in the either media queries or general CSS having more number of lines to decrease that one. To decrease that CSS and number of lines, so we are having in CSS3 we are having another concept called flex box. Flex means flexibility. Okay, so that flexibility, so for suppose we don't need to mention the width, we don't need to mention the float left, so it's automatically we can arrange. So how many columns you want in one row, so we can mention it, we can write it. Okay, so to overcome all those confusions, whatever we are having the float left and right, so those confusions, so to avoid those confusions, so we are having a concept called css flex box. Okay, so css flex box is a new layout module in css3. It's a new layout module. Okay, it is called flexible box. It is called flexible box because it can create a flexible and responsive containers with some smaller containers with some smaller containers. So using CSS flex box makes it very easy to create a responsive layout. Okay, make it very easy to create a responsive layout without much brainstorming, without much writing code. So if we can use the flex concept, so we can easily write the media queries. So we can decrease the number of lines also, we can decrease the CSS code number of lines also we can decrease. Okay, so that is the use of CSS Flexbox. So what are the advantages we are having using CSS Flexbox? We can see it. So it helps in creating a responsive and flexible design with media queries. So first and very much important thing is, so using Flexbox, so you can easily create a responsive flexible design with media queries with media queries. Second one, so we can align the block items horizontally without using the float concept. So without using the float concept. Okay. So float left and right, it is creating some confusion, and sometimes, so when we are going to the smaller design, so we have to write every time we have to write the float left and float right. So it is getting some confusion. Okay, so to avoid that one, so using this one, so we can easily align the boxes in one row. Okay, so the next one is flexbox can easily distribute the space around it. So flexbox can easily, okay, distribute the space around the flex item to enhance the look of the website, to enhance the look of the website. So the next one, so it can order the flex items in whatever way we need. Okay, we can arrange the order also here. So here we are having the four items. So for suppose I want to display this fourth item either second or first place. Okay, so without changing this one, without changing this HTML elements, so we can change the order also using CSS flags. Okay, so the next one is specifying the grow and shrink rate of flex item during the changes in the viewport. So that means, so whenever we are in viewport mode, so we can able to increase this box width, and if you want to increase the third box width, so we can increase it using flex grow property, using flex grow property. Okay, so then this one is very important, CSS flexbox. If you have any doubts, so you can ask me. If you are not understanding, so you can ask me. Okay, so the next one, first concept is display flex. Display flex. To start using flexbox, so the first thing to add the property display flex. So where we have to add this property, for suppose creating 62.html. Okay, so I don't want to write so all this CSS, so only container width I am writing, and row also I am writing, so I don't require image. Okay, so media queries also for now I don't require. Okay, for now I don't require, so I am removing this one. So just I am writing, so for big boxes for unable to understand, for removing these things also. Okay, so this one I have four boxes. I have four boxes. Four boxes. Okay, so row is one. Row is width is 100%. Width is 100%. Now you can see 62.html. First and second and third and fourth day. Fourth day. Okay, I have 4 days. So then for this column one, that's one. Okay, so width equal to 100 pixel, width equal to 200 pixels, so then height equal to 200 pixels. Okay, so now I'm creating the border for this one. Border 1 pixel solid, so then 0 0, that means black border. Okay, so without writing, so this is getting like this. These are the four divisions, four div blocks. So first what we have to write, so to start using the flex box, so the first thing to add the property display flex in the parent container. Just after you add this property, so your parent container will become a flex container. So that means, so this row is the flex container. So that means, so we have to write the display display flex. Okay, so now this row is the, this parent element is the, this parent div is the flex container. Okay, now you can see display flex, so it is automatically coming side by side. I didn't define any float left or float right, so it is automatically coming, so one by one. So now, so this one, so I am removing this one. Now you can see, now you can see. Okay, so it is taking the minimum width, so then we can apply the width 200 pixels. Okay, so this way, so we have to, where is this one, height, height also 200 pixels. Okay, so if we want to apply the side by side divs, okay, first we have to apply the parent div. So which one is the parent div for this one? So if you can see it here, So for these columns, so row is the parent one. Row is the parent one. Okay. So then, so I'm creating this div width is 200 pixels, right? So then, so again I am creating another four. Then again I am creating the another four. That means 8 divs. See, it is automatically fits. Okay, it is automatically fits. So, but our container width, what is our container width? 1200 pixels, right? So, but each div we are mentioning 200 pixels. So that means we are pasted 8 divs, 8 into 2, 1600 pixels. But it is not overlapping to this one. It is not overlapping. It is automatically adjusted. It is automatically adjusted into that screen. Oh, because of, so for parent container we are having the flex. Okay, for parent container we are having the flex box. Okay, so for so if you can write any divs, n number of divs, so it is automatically fits into that one. Okay, so that is the use of flex container. Okay, so then now I am removing those extra four. So the next one is so your parent container will become a flex container and all of its child will come flex item, whatever inside we are having. So these are the flex items. Okay, each column is having consider as a one flex item. Okay, so the next one, so in the flex direction, so the next property is flex direction. So by default it is taking flex direction row. It is the default property. It places the flex item from the left to right. Okay, so by default the direction is a row. So then, and it is taking to the left to right. Okay, so the next one is, so by default it is taking, by default it is taking flex hyphen direction. Okay, so by default it is row, it is coming left to right. So next one is the flex direction column. Flex direction column. Okay, so if you want to place this one, each row, one box, one flex item as one row, we have to define flex direction column. Now you can see it. Okay, flex direction column, just displaying that one. So it is very easy, no need to write extra mention width 100%, and so then float left, float right, so we no need to write. Okay, so after writing the flex direction display flex, so whatever screen you want to display the column width, that means so one row, one column, so just you have to mention the flex direction column. Okay, flex direction column. Clear? So the next one is flex direction column. Where is this one? So I am creating the another row. I'm creating the another row here. Okay, so this is my row one. Okay, so first one is the row. So this row one, so first one is flex direction row, and second row one is flex direction column. Okay, see this one. So this is the first, second, third, fourth, you can clearly observe. So it is coming from left to right, and whatever the direction column is having, top to bottom it is going. Okay, right. So the next property is flex direction row reverse and column reverse. Row reverse and column reverse. So if you want to same thing you want to display the reverse order. So that means fourth I want to display first. So second I want to third I want to display second, and second I want to display third one, and these elements I want to display from right to left, right to left. So we have to write flex direction or row reverse. Okay, row reverse. So that means it will take to the right to left. So previously by default it is taking left to right. Right. So then now, so if you can use the flex direction row reverse, so it is taking to the right to left. So then see this one, fourth is the first one, third is the second one, second is the third one, and first is the last flex item. Okay. So if you can see it here, row 1, row reverse. Okay. So then by default it is taking first, second, third, fourth. So if you can use the row reverse, so then fourth, third, second, first. And also it is coming right to left. Okay. So right to left. So by default it is coming left to right. So same thing, row 1 also, column also we are having, column reverse, column reverse. Okay, now you can see fourth, third, second, and first. Okay, so this way. So these are the flex direction properties. Flex direction or row by default, flex direction column. So if you want to display, so one column in one row, so then we can display the flex direction column, we have to write it. So then flex direction row reverse and column reverse. So if you want to display right to left and reverse order, so we have to use the row reverse. Okay, so then column reverse. So these are the flex direction properties. Okay, clear? Still have till you have, do you have any doubts? So remaining thing we can discuss tomorrow. Okay, we are having the, so almost 12 or 10 properties we can discuss tomorrow. So and we can close these flex properties tomorrow. Okay, so if you have any doubts you can ask me, otherwise we can close. No doubts? So then fine. Thank you.